This is the gold daily, and I know I post this every day, but I just want everybody to realize that we are just in a really tight range here. Okay, coming to the 4-hour chart. Okay, we had some manipulation below these lows. Okay, and we had deliverance from a fair value gap right here, and we inversed. Okay, yesterday late this 4-hour fair value gap. Okay, then we dipped back into this 4-hour fair value gap. So now we can kind of look for a move into these levels up here. That would be the sensible place to go. Okay, and looking overnight, in this level, okay, going down to the 15-minute chart. Okay, we have SMT, okay, with silver right here at the tag of the 4-hour fair value gap. Let's go back and look at that again. We inverse this 4-hour fair value gap, and we created a fair value gap. That's a very, very powerful pattern. We just saw this. What were we looking at? The euro. Okay. What do I mean? We have a displacement lower. We take out liquidity, and then we inverse that fair value gap, creating a fair value gap. Okay. Now we can trade internal to external. Obviously, first move is right here, and then we're looking for higher prices. So let's take a look. Okay, and if you come into the SMT right at the beginning of the London session, okay, we have a inverse manipulation below, taking out session lows, SMT with silver, a really nice inverse fair value gap, and this is a 15-minute chart. You don't have to go down to 3 and 5 minute charts. This is where it's the cleanest. And plus, we're coming from a 4-hour fair value gap. Remember, we're coming from a 4-hour fair value gap. Okay, we were also coming from a 1-hour fair value gap also. Okay, but we're coming from a 4-hour fair value gap. So when you're coming from both a 4-hour fair value gap and a 1-hour fair value gap, try and take the trade on a higher time frame. Okay, at least check the 15. You can check the 5, but just understand and watch this price action as it happens. And if you're going to look at the 15, you're going to be like, wow, that's clean. Okay, what do I mean by that? Let's say price is right here. Okay, you're coming into your 4-hour fair value gap, and you have SMT with silver, and you're looking at this gap. And this is what I do, and I'm going to say, wow, this is really clean. And I'll mark it, and I'll say, wow, if we manipulate here and we hold SMT and we move back above here, I'm gonna buy. So this is I already know I would want to do this on silver on gold right away, especially with SMT setting up. Okay, we're taking out session lows right at the beginning of London. We created a nice fair value gap, and here you should be saying, okay, this is a really nice fair value gap. If this inverts, I'm going to go long. Okay, and again, you could be looking at the lower time frames also. You need to be looking at both. Okay, so fast forward. Okay, we get a spike lower, and then all of a sudden we get a move to the upside. This is exactly what we want. We're going to go long. We're going to put our stops right below the inverse fair value gap. We're going to put it right below this low. It's a little, tight. And the first move is a 1.25 risk to reward, where you should take off, especially in gold, since weaker, take some off. At least 50%, maybe more. And as you see, price moves high, bang, hits that target. Okay, and that's how you would play that. So you don't need to go down necessarily to those really long short-term charts. Make sure you're looking at everything. And as you can see, the first target is this level, and then you look to the left and see what the next target would be. And if we have targets to the left, we keep going. And this would be logical because you really don't have much in the way here, but when you get to here, you've got all this fair value and at a pivot high, and this is a good place to take profits. Right there on gold, 2.75 risk to reward. Probably the best trade I've seen on gold in a while. Okay, but when you have a trade like this and you hit target, okay, now coming into the New York session, what are you going to look for? All right, you're obviously going to look for price to come back into a fair value gap, which would be here. Okay, do we tag back into this fair value gap? We create another one? Okay, do I go down to a 15 minute, start playing 15 minute to 1? I don't think so. You could have right here. Okay, you do have the inverse fair value gap right here. You can go break even right here. And you can target here. So that's kind of the way it would look like going from higher time frame fair value gaps playing internal to external. Okay, but again, I'm going to put the daily chart up again. Remember, this is the price action of gold. Okay, when you get a trade like this, okay, good clean move, good clean inversion with momentum, and you get first target and you get second target, you're done. I don't care how high gold goes today. I wouldn't care. That's a really good trade on gold in a consolidation, and just understand that we can turn back at any time. Okay, now I do think the draw on liquidity is going to be this high level, just like we had that spike in the euro. These are going to be high draws on liquidity. My only worry is that silver is stronger. Okay, but you know, this move and manipulation back down and this strong momentum, I think gold is headed up into these levels, and we can trade it like that. But remember, it's Friday, and we've already had a good move. Will this just continue? If it does, and we get a manipulation or a 1 hour fair value gap that we can play to in New York, great, look for it. Otherwise, you know, let Friday be Friday, and we'll get back to it on Monday.
Hey everyone, it's Dale here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like to trade alongside me and our team of prop firm funded traders every day, then click the link below the video and hop aboard. We are looking forward to trading with you.